Hello, welcome to this podcast, 21st of August. It's a Tuesday, and today we're doing a live stream as well. I'm going to be doing that a little bit later on for you. So, how you guys been? Thanks for tuning in to today's podcast. Just in case you were wondering, it has been a while since I last did a podcast anyway. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get onto that later on about how that unfolded and why it's taken a few months for the new podcast to come through, but we'll get to that, don't worry. Don't forget, I'm also going to cover today about the live stream that we're going to be doing tonight, live online. So if you are an Academy Pro member, you can tune into the live stream later on tonight. And what else have we got? Well, it's been a very, 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 very busy last few months. I've had some personal problems as well. There was a stream scheduled for the beginning of August, which I had to knock back to today, which is the 21st. There's been a whole host of things going on personally and stuff. My mum had a stroke as well, so that didn't help things, and there was all sorts of other stuff going on. There's been some off-site jobs that I've been working on, so I'm technically not at the computer all the time. I've been working on a bit of a building project as well. So by the time I do get round to the computer and start working on stuff, it's limiting me to 4 or 5 hours a day as opposed to the old 12 to 16 hours. But I'm still managing to get quite a few hours in every week, which is good. Um, I also launched the ClickFusion Academy competition at the beginning of this month, which anybody can participate in. You don't have to be a pro member; you can be a free member of the academy. Everybody's more than welcome to get involved with the competition. That's running for another 10 days, so you've got another 10 days left at the minute to get your entries submitted. So I'll cover that a little bit later on as well. And I'm going to cover as much as I can in this podcast because I don't know when the next one's going to be. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks from now, I reckon. Not going to be a couple of months like this interval that we've had. But yeah, everything's looking good. I did start a new Udemy course as well. It was a simulation game engine. Um, I'm halfway through that. That's not going to be complete yet or anytime soon. But what I'm going to integrate into basically the course is to develop a simulation game, so a sim game, or a management game, if you will, kind of like a airport tycoon where you build your own airports and stuff and have your own cargo planes and passenger planes and you can manage fleets and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be a little bit more intermediate stroke advanced. It's not really going to be for beginners. Obviously beginners are welcome to check it out. And I'll also be integrating some objects like the Google the Google Play object, so you can have multiplayer and high scores and all that kind of stuff. I do apologise if it sounds like it's a little bit musty in here today. It's really humid temperatures outside, 20 odd degrees, and a lot of cloud cover, so it's really humid today. We've had a lot of hot weather over here in the UK as well the last couple of months, like insanely hot. We've been having wildfires up near where I live and all sorts. We've never had this problem before, not to my knowledge anyway. Um, so the competition. Let's check out the competition and what that's all about. So just let me get the details up in front of me so I don't get anything wrong. So in this competition there is all sorts up for grabs, and I mean absolutely all sorts. From Click Team Fusion developer upgrades. I'll go through the prizes in a minute, but basically the aim of the competition is to create your own game from a theme that you can choose. There's 3 themes to choose from with Click Team Fusion 2.5. So you don't have to be a pro member of the academy, and you don't even need to have the full version of Click Team Fusion 2.5 either. If you're a free member of the academy, you can still enter. And If you're not, you can sign up for free on the Academy website for a free account, and you don't even have to own ClickTeam Fusion 2.5. If you have the free version of ClickTeam Fusion 2.5, you can still enter the competition using the free version. So basically, there is nobody that's excluded from this competition, and you can use built-in movements, extensions, or code your own custom movements, however it may be. There are a couple of rules. I'll go through them towards the end as well. What have we got here? So we've got three themes that you can choose from. We can have you can build a platformer, you can build a board game, or you can build a physics game. So your platformer, the main character should either be Pundit or his pet Shep. The pet can be anything. Which lives on a remote island which is infested with aliens. The aliens typically attack in huge numbers or swarms. Pundit must save not just the island but the entire world by defeating the alien swarms. So there's a bit of a backstory there for you. If you're going to choose the board game route, then the board game should be compatible for 2 to 4 players, either local or just one player with 2 to 3 AI players. The theme should be based loosely around ClickTeam or ClickTeam products, and you can download the ClickTeam Fusion logos and branding from the link provided on the ClickFusion Academy website. And for the physics game, you can basically build anything that you want, but it's ideally got to be based around an old factory of everyday objects that either need destroying or putting back, and you can use pulleys, conveyor belts, springs, water, basically whatever you want to use for that. So what are the points and the bonus points for this competition? Well, the voting is going to be done by the community. So everybody that uploads an entry before the end of August, throughout September, the entries will be available online for people to vote. So, and this is basically what we're looking for is creativity, something fun, something challenging, something engaging, but something quick to progress as well. It doesn't drone out for too long. The player feels like they're progressing quite quick. There'll be bonus points awarded to those who design their own graphics, use their own sound effects or music, and create something like a feature or a mechanic that's rather unique as well. So I'm going to go through the rules and pointers now, just in case you're interested. The submissions must be emailed in before 12 p.m. On the 30th of August. You can upload your game to Dropbox and then email that over. Your game must be exported as HTML5. Whether you own a HTML5 exporter or whether you're using a free version of Fusion, but even if you don't own the HTML5 exporter, all the versions come with a limited free version of HTML5. So basically, again, nobody's excluded. Whatever version of Fusion you've got, you can export, and you've got to make sure that you export that in a final project as well. The final game must be zipped up, files and folders, and it must not exceed 15 megabytes in file size. If you're selected as the winner, you will be asked to provide the source files to the game for judging, just to ensure that all the rules are adhered to. Your submission must not contain more than 3 frames and 150 events maximum per frame. Your submission must not contain any copyrighted material. Public domain and all fair usage licenses apply, but RIPS will exclude your submission from the competition. So basically, you can use anything that's public domain or anything that's got licenses attached to it. That's absolutely fine to use. Just don't be ripping any graphics out and using them. Submissions will be uploaded to a special gallery and available for the community to vote on from the 7th of September. They will be available to vote on your game until the 21st of September. Your submission must be family friendly and must not include any profanity, racist, sexist or derogatory elements whatsoever. So pretty much just standard rules. What else have we got here? Your game must be based around one of the themes that I described earlier. Combinations, no other game types will not be accepted. The competition is open to everybody. There's 2 types of prizes. I'll go through them in a second. If in the event that you already own the first prize, then you have a choice. You can either swap it for an exporter of your choice or do the upgrade. But again, I'll go through that in a second with the prizes. You must be a member of the Academy to enter this competition, and again, you don't have to be a pro member, you can just be a free member. It's absolutely fine, it won't cost you anything. But if you are already a member of the Academy, then you will enter the pro competition, which has much bigger prizes. If you're not already a member of the ClickFusion Academy, but you want to enter the pro one and become a pro member at the same time, there's a 50% discount off on the Academy right now. You can get it for a complete 50% off right now, and that's a limited time offer as well, so I'd jump on that as soon as, if you want to get on that. And then the community will vote for one free winner and the top two winners from the free competition and the top two winners from the pro competition. And then what will happen is once we have two winners selected from the free and the pro, we'll then individually judge based on what we described earlier, the points and the pointers for creativity and fun and all that kind of stuff. And then what will happen is a winner will be selected, and there will be a full write-up on the ClickFusion Academy as to why that winner was selected. Now let's go through the prizes, because this is what everyone wants to look for. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the free member prizes in a minute. So if you're a free member, the prize for the winner will be ClickTeam Fusion 2.5 Standard. If you already own ClickTeam Fusion 2.5 Standard or Developer, then you will be able to choose an exporter of your choice. You get an upgrade to the Academy Pro membership. $25 of ClickFusion store credit, so you can use $25 worth on the store, which is available at the ClickFusion Academy. You can choose access to any existing Udemy course that's available. There's 4 courses available at the minute, so you can choose one of them and you get free access. You'll get a free copy of the Game Launcher Creator, and that's a product. That's a software which I developed under Bytebox Media, which allows you to develop your own game launchers for your games, which I'll talk about in a second as well, because that's doing really well. There's a game called Alien Scumbags, it's just been released. That's worth $4.99 on Steam. You get a copy of that, and Tiznaut Tiles as well. That's worth $2.99 over on Steam, so you get a copy of that as well. So that's the free competition prizes, and let's go over to the pro member winner prizes. So this is where it gets a little bit more juicier. So the winner from if you're a pro member of the Academy and you enter this competition, you will get the ClickTeam Fusion 2.5 Developer Upgrade. That's the first prize, that's the top prize. If you already have Developer, then you can have an exporter of your choice. You'll also get 3 hours one-to-one free tuition from me. So that means that you will win 3 hours over Skype of one-to-one. I can help you out, I can teach you whatever it is that you want to know about Fusion. You want to work on a game, a particular game, or you just want to learn certain segments of Fusion and whatnot, then you'll get that. You'll also get up to 15 minutes of professional voiceover acting. This is a guy that I've worked with. He's over in the States. Arsha is a really nice guy, really good at voice acting as well, and he's come forward and donated 15 minutes of professional voiceover acting, so you can use his voice for your games, and he can do loads of crazy voices and different accents and all this kind of stuff, and he's really good. So that comes with that as well. One of the other prizes is access to all the Udemy courses that are available. You'll also get $50 of ClickFusion store credit as well. And you will also receive a copy of the Game Launcher Creator, and again Alien Scumbags and Tiznaut Tiles, which are Steam games, which you'll also get as well. So plenty of prizes up for grabs there. What I will do is I will post a link in the description below this podcast to the competition page. You can check that out. Get it bookmarked, keep it up in your tabs, whatever, and get entering, because you still have, it's the 21st today, you've still got until the 30th or the 31st, even the end of August, to get your entry submitted. There's plenty of prizes up there. It doesn't cost a thing, so get doing it. Just do it. There's loads of prizes to be had there. So yeah, so I've managed to plug the competition because I feel like it needs plugging. I feel like we need lots of entries, and it doesn't matter whether you're a beginner or an advanced user of Fusion. It doesn't matter. Everybody's welcome, and again, it's not going to be judged on how slick your coding is or anything like that. It's just going to be judged on mostly creativity and how fun and engaging the game actually is. And if you can design your own graphics, even more bonus points coming your way, because it doesn't matter how bad the graphics look either. I can't do character graphics or character design, but that's what we're looking for. We're looking for people that can say, you know what, I'm just gonna draw what I think and just put it out there. That's what it's all about. It's the taking part that matters, and just being creative. That's the biggest thing, being creative. So you've got another 9 days to get your entries submitted. So I've still got plenty of time to go yet for that. Um, what else have we got? So the game launcher creator. I think I talked about it maybe in one of the last podcasts that I did. It was a software I developed using ClickTeam Fusion 2.5, and it can be used for any game engine. You can go and check the website out now. I'll put a link in the description below again. That's at GameLauncherCreator.com. And the reason why I want to talk about the Game Launcher Creator is because it's a full-blown software which I created using Fusion 2.5. And it allows people to create their own game launchers. If you're not familiar with what a game launcher is, it's basically an app or a window that launches before your game does, and it's very handy to have that because then you can have your players check for updates, change the control configuration, launch the game, or if it's an online game, you could have your lobbies in there and all sorts. It's got all sorts of crazy advanced stuff in there as well, and you can get that software now for $24.99 over at thegamelaunchercreator.com. And the reason why I wanted to touch on it is because I released it back in March of this year, and it's doing fantastically well, like really, really well, because it's not just a software for Fusion users, it's a software for Udemy users. Udemy, what am I talking about? No matter what programming language or what game development tool you're using, whether you're using Construct, whether you're using Fusion, whether you're using Unity, Game Maker, anything. Doesn't matter what it is, or if you're using C++, or you're working with a game engine that's been developed, it doesn't matter. It's compatible with any kind of game engine and whatnot. So definitely worth checking out. So you've got the links for that. Don't forget, there's currently a 50% off on the pro membership for the ClickFusion Academy. We are just coming up to 1,000 members now at the ClickFusion Academy, which again puts a big smile on my face because it means that I've achieved something. I've worked on the Academy for 2 years solid now, and it's been a hell of a journey. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I like doing the live streams. I like the emails that I get on a daily basis, helping people out, and the Skype sessions that I do. They're brilliant, and I really feel like I'm giving something back from what I've learned for the last 12 years of using Fusion professionally, and it's just really good to give something back and just have a central hub where people can learn from. It's brilliant, and the feedback's been amazing. Never ever had any bad words, which is awesome, and I'm going to continue doing this for the foreseeable as well. Now, when it comes to Fusion 3, I can't touch base on Fusion 3 at all in this podcast. I wish I could, but I can't. And that's nothing to do with ClickTeam, that's just me, again, because I've been working on this building project, and then by the time I get back and I'm on the computer, the only thing I can really do is maybe do some updates to the Academy and some of the Udemy courses, and then take care of all the emails that I get, and help people out and provide the support that I do. I've not really been involved with the process or watching the development of Fusion 3, so I can't report anything at the minute. I literally just tangibly can't do that, but hopefully in the next podcast or the next couple of podcasts I will have some kind of tidbit for Fusion 3 to share with you guys, no problem. Apart from that, nothing much else to touch upon for now. That's pretty much it, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get a co-host for the next podcast, so get somebody else involved, someone from the community or maybe someone from ClickTeam. We're definitely going to hit it a little bit harder on the next podcast. Definitely going to cover a lot more topics, and maybe just inject a little bit more excitement into it. I mean, today's podcast I've just done on a whim because I felt like I needed to do a podcast. It's been a long time since I've done a podcast, so I wanted to keep you guys in a loop, let you know that I haven't fallen off the face of the earth. I'm still here. It's just busy over the summer, but everything's still going to plan. The cogs are still turning, and we're still producing some awesome stuff at the academy and at Click Team as well. There's lots and lots to look forward to. Let's say it's the calm before the storm. That's the best way I can put it. Anyway, it's quite late here now. I've been working for 9 hours, and I'm still working for another 5 hours because I've got to do the live stream. So hopefully I'll see you guys at the live stream. If you're a pro member of the academy, you'll be able to check that out by going over to the student hub and then go into the live stream page. You'll be able to access the live stream there, and that'll be broadcast tonight for you guys to watch and take part in. So if you're going to be down there, I'll see you down there tonight, and if not, I'll see you guys in the next podcast. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and switch on the notifications so then you'll be notified of when the next podcast is.